Hello guys and welcome back to another Fun Friday episode. This time I thought I would show you guys how to make a Minecraft style channel art slash background thingy. It's not the most basic thing, but it's not the hardest thing to make either. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. You're going to need some programs. First of all, Minecraft. You don't actually need Minecraft, but because you're just going to use like a Minecraft world for the background, like this picture I made here. You could just use like like a white background, but I'll come to that later. Also, Cinema 4D to edit the picture, so it will look fab like this. Also, Photoshop. I'm just using Photoshop to add text and fonts like this. It just looks fancy. Also, you're going to need something called a Steve rig. All this will be in the description, by the way. The Steve rig is just like the Steve character, or just like the bear skin that you can use. It's a rig that you use in Cinema 4D that you add your skin onto. You could just use the skin like the Steve rig, but the default skin looks awful, so yeah. Okay, so let's firstly we gotta go into Minecraft. Oh, and I forgot, you're going to need also a program called Mineways. It's basically a program that you use to copy out of part of your world, so you can open the world later in Cinema 4D. So yeah, firstly, open Minecraft, go into a world, and you choose a location that you would like to use. And I have already chosen this. I tried to record this video earlier and I failed, and that made me really angry. So yeah, remember to turn the rendering, the render distance up as far as your computer can handle, because you want the finished picture to look as far as possible, especially when you're doing something like this. Okay, so I think that's far enough. Now just press escape and go into Mineways. Now click on File, Open World, and Channel Art Tutorial, as I call this world. If your world doesn't show up here, it's because you made the Minecraft world before you opened Mineways. If the world doesn't show up here, you can click on Find Your World, %app data %. Oops. Go into Minecraft, saves, and your world should be there. But because I opened the program after I made the world, I can just click on it. Now your world should pop up here. Now find your location, which is here. Now again press, no, I don't, oh, I forgot. Now you press you right click and you drag. That's big enough. Click on yes. Now that you have selected the part of the world that you want, you press File, Export for rendering. Now we go to the desktop and the folder that I made. You can just delete that one. Make a new folder, call it 2, and just call it whatever you like. I'm just gonna call this tutorial. Save. Okay. Now it's rendering out. Now when this is finished rendering, you can open the world in Cinema 4D. There we go. Now just close Mineways and close Minecraft. Now we can go into Cinema 4D. Okay, so now we're in Cinema 4D. We click on File, Open, find your world. Now I need to remember what do I open first. I believe it was the OBG file first, and let's scale it to 1 meters. Okay. And here we have the world. So let's find the place we were at in the game. Oh, actually, let's texture it first. So that's actually possible to see where the hell I'm. Okay, so first click on the first one down here. You go to the last one. You hold Shift and you click again, and that selects all the untextured objects. Now you go to color, you go to texture, you find the folder, and you use the RGB file. Click on open. Now you might see everything looks it doesn't look good yet. So first you go to color again, and you go to let's see, where's it? Yes, you go to basics first, and make sure that alpha is ticked. Don't think reflectance needs to be ticked, but I'll just leave it on. And if you have never mind, let's just go on. Now where is oh yes, you have to go to sampling, and you have to I think it's none. Yes, actually it's none. And it will say multi still, but don't care about that. Now go over to alpha. You press texture again, and you add the the tutorial RGBA file. You go down to sampling and change that to none. And now it should start looking like it starts looking better. Let's see now if we can find the spot that I was on in the game. Let's see now. I believe it was down there. Certainly looks like it, at least. Now let's try rendering this out. Sorry. Oh god, I'm dying. Whew. Okay. Let's let's continue, shall we? Okay, now you go to create, you go to physical sky, and you create a physical sky. Now this is where things are starting to look more realistic. The trees may make it look weird at first, but don't worry about it. You have to click on sky. I mean physical sky up in the properties box. Oh, you have to tick clouds. You have to go into clouds tab. Disable, I mean untick all the other tabs except for layer 1. You go into layer 1. You go to noise and you make that to cell noise. This is to make the Minecraft clouds. I like to put the the coverage down to make it look even more blocky. Let's see if this has made any difference. We can't actually see the clouds because there is a bloody tree in the way. Yeah, that's looking okay, I think. Let's try rendering out. Oh god, I'm getting really sick. That's looking great. Yeah. Okay. So now comes more of the customizing part, as I would call it. Let's see now. Let's get back to that rocky part. Now, right here, when you have downloaded the Steve Rig, you go to Window, and you go to Content Browser, and you should just look around. If the Steve Rig isn't already there, just search around your folders on your computer. Now, there are two different Steve Rigs, one with facial expressions and one without. If your character skin doesn't have eyes and mouth that line up with your skin, use the one with no facial expressions. My skin doesn't line up with the mouth and eyes, so I'll use the one with no facial expressions. Now we can close that, and we can get our Steve Rig over here. Really getting confused with the scale here. Is it like huge? I really hope I don't have to rescale this material now. Oh my god, it's enormous. That's what she said. Wow, look at that. I think we can rescale this. Yeah, we can. Okay, this is going to look a bit weird at first. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, no. Come on, man, don't do this to me now. I think I have to rescale my world a bit. God damn it. I'll be back soon. Okay, so I reopened the world and I made it, instead of 1 meters, I made it 1000 centimeters. That worked on my 1000 views video, and I hope it will do here too. So let's try opening the Steve rig again. Content browser. Steve, no facial expressions. Well, it seems to be a lot smaller, at least. Oh, that's perfect. Yes. Okay, so remember, if you have followed my steps this far, I'm sorry. Oops, what the hell? It's so buggy. I don't know why it does that. I'm really sorry if you have followed my steps this far and like you have to reopen the entire world. But yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So now that we have our skin, press the skin up here in the properties box. Go into object, user data. If you would like to have like a helmet, a chest plate, or leggings or something, you can add that. But firstly, let's add our skin. So go down to custom skin and go on to wherever you have saved your skin at. Mine is here. Blah blah blah. Okay. Now, one thing. Let's just turn him around. Why is the sun and everything so buggy? I'll have to render it out, I think. Like, my helmet on my skin doesn't work for some reason. It doesn't show up, it just... half of my head is just black. So that's why I'm going to go into the Steve again, and I'm going to add a helmet. Because that looks a lot better now. Now, let's position him as I want to. Make this look real nice. So choose whatever position you want. This is just an idea I had. Let's try rendering that and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, it's... wow, that's awesome. I really need more of a background, really. It's just white. This looks a bit weird. Let's try something. Oh, I forgot some parts. Go into render settings. That's that button. Press effect. First of all, we want some global illumination. I think that's the first one. Let's see how that looks when I render it out. Okay, so that's not worth the wait, to say it the least. Let's just remove global illumination. The other effect that we need is ambient occlusion. So let's try rendering that out. Well, we are not done with the render settings yet, though. As an output format, you want it to be 2560 by 1440, I think it was. Yeah, this is the the settings for the YouTube background. I mean the channel background. It's 2560 by 1440. Resolution, just leave it as it is now. And save. This is very important. Save it as a JPEG. And choose where the file goes. We can just make it go into that too. Tutorial finished picture. Save it there. And you don't have to touch any other settings for now. But something occurs right now. Okay. I really want to fix that sky. How do I do that? Atmosphere. Let's try it with an atmosphere. Don't think that it does much, but it makes it blue and weird. Looks a bit cool actually. It's like fog. I'm more excited to see how the background looks if it's still white. It still seems to be white, but this is actually looking pretty good. I haven't really used Cinema 4D that much. Oh, that was my mic, sorry. This is going to be a long tutorial. I think that looks okay. Whoa. Are there any other effects that I forgot? You could go crazy and use lens effects and everything, but like the effects are up to you. My favorite one is ambient occlusion. That's just the one I like to use. But yeah, let's try and get finished here, shall we? Because this is a YouTube banner, I want this to be a bit more like that, I think, so that we actually have space for all the for the logo. You know what, let's just render this out and we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, so that's the picture done rendering. One other thing I wanted to show you before we enter the last part, which is going to Photoshop, is that you can actually change the time of the sky. So like if we go into July, we can change the time to about, oh, that looks interesting. Let's try rendering it like that. Okay guys, we can already see that this one is turning out a lot better than this one did. So I'm thinking, let's just use this one instead. Okay, just to give you guys an idea of how long that took to render, I had time to go downstairs, make myself another cup of coffee, go to the loo, come up again, and guess what? It was halfway. Wow, this is just ridiculous. Okay, so now we're done with the Cinema 4D part. We can close Cinema 4D. Don't really need to say that. And now we can go into Photoshop. Sorry. We can go into Photoshop and do the last part. So, go to Photoshop, press File, and then go into Open, Desktop, and find the finished photo. And here we have it. Now this part is pretty much up to yourself. Okay guys, thank you all so much for tuning into this week's Fun Friday episode. There have been a lot of fails in this video. I've had to cut away a lot of it because it's just been so long. I just use ages like explaining stuff, and I'm not really that good at it. But if you guys want me to do more tutorials, be sure to tell me and like this video for more. Okay guys, so we'll see you all next time. Bye!